Melayu. Setter and their team captain, number 20, Nizar Julfikar. And their libero, number 2, Bastian Tamtomo Putro. Head coach for Indonesia is Lee Chiu Jiang. It is now time to meet the starters for Myanmar. Setter, number 2, San Yun Meng. Opposite hitter, number 5, Ya Taik Wei. Middle blocker, number 7, Sol Win Tun. Middle blocker, their team captain, number 9, Domenico. Outside hitter, number 13, Zot Het Aung. Outside hitter, number 14, Zol Win Lang. And their libero, number 15, Kain Tet Tun. Head coach for Myanmar is Cho Swar Win.
There you have it. The call out of our first 6 from both sides of the court. Myanmar faces Indonesia, the number 2 seeded team from bracket A. Will be facing the number 1 seeded team from bracket B. Magandang hapon po ulit sa inyong lahat mga kapamilya. My name is Sinjin Reyes. Joining me this afternoon is none other than the volley doctor himself, Doc AJ Paeha. Good afternoon to you, Doc.
Yes, Sinjin, this is going to be an exciting match. It's the semifinals, so both teams are going to give it their all to get that seat into the finals.
It's quite another spectacle that we're expecting here as we're in the semis at syempre all out, all heart na ang ating mga koponan dito for today.
Yes, exciting action for the men's division today.
Of course, coming up next is exciting action for the home court as Philippines faces powerhouse Thailand. But we start with a point first from the middle, coming from someone who was very much loud in their last match, Randu, the middle of Indonesia. Team captain Nizar will be serving for Indonesia. Picked up by Myanmar. They go up, back set, opposite hit, and that's a kill for Myanmar's number 13, Zhao Tet Ong.
Zhao Tet Ong with a powerful hit from the right side.
1-all is our scoreboard. Serve from Zhao Tet Ong. Set up, they go to the middle to Randu again. Randu converting back-to-back points.
So 2 for 2 for Randu here in the first set. Sigit now serving for Indonesia.
This was a name who was quite impressive or quite a standout in their previous match against the Philippines. Sigit Ardian, who's going for his jump serve. Kinuha ng Myanmar. They go up, open hitter. It's number 14, Zo Win Lang. So 2 points each in the scoreboard as Domenico comes in to serve para sa Myanmar. Picked up there by Donnie Haryono. Inangat, papunta kay Donnie. Donnie under that tip. Great save from Myanmar. Another tip from Myanmar. Myanmar going for that Tagalog. On the other side, hit from Rivan off the block. Point goes to Indonesia.
Intelligent play coming from Rivan, because the set was all the way from the back coming from Donnie. So Rivan just using a little bit of power and the best angle to use the block to his advantage.
Someone who started off with back-to-back points. Randu will be serving. Picked up there by Myanmar. They go back set. Denied by the blockers of Indonesia. Indonesia getting 2 points ahead of Myanmar. Let's look at that again. Hit coming from Ya Tike Y. 4-2 is our scoreboard. Serve Indonesia. Set up. They choose a back row hit. Picked up there by Nizar. Set up coming from Randu. Randu connects to Rivan for a point.
So Randu getting the second ball off the first ball of Nizar. And Rivan once again, high efficiency from the right side. And If we have to remember, Randu is the one who was serving all throughout towards the latter part of the third set against the Philippines.
We got to cover that game, Doc, so it's pretty much interesting as to what Indonesia will do next.
Well, funny thing is, right now, Randu still continuing to serve.
That same moment,
Timeout, Myanmar.
as Myanmar calls timeout after that hit coming from Irvan. Myanmar down by 4 points here in the early parts of our first sets. This is the semifinals of our men's division in the 30th Southeast Asian Games volleyball tournament. We're seeing the coaches of the Myanmar squad be continuous with their reminders as they started off quite toe-to-toe against Indonesia. But right now, Indonesia just lording off the scoreboard with a 4-point advantage. Randu on the service line. Picked up by Myanmar. They go up. Back set again. And that works for number 5, Ya Tike Y.
Strong attack from the right side for Myanmar. Not much that we saw from the Philippines. That's why a lot of the defense of Indonesia was successful guarding Espejo and Bagunas from the open, if we remember quite well. So probably Myanmar will be loading up on the right side, and Y will take a lot of that responsibility for Team Myanmar if they want to square off and match up well with Indonesia.
Looking at the lineup of Myanmar, I'm seeing 5 names that are still under 23. So this is a bright future for their squad as Yuda gets a score. Rina from Pasig City as we have the first game of our semifinals match. Indonesia going up against Malaysia. Indonesia being the top-seeded team from their group. As Myanmar looking to find points here. And they do get one, courtesy of their open hitter, Zolwin Lang. Lang now goes to the service line with a 4-point disadvantage para sa Myanmar. Serve from Lang, picked up there, inangat dito. They go to Haryono, Haryono off the block. On the other side, they set up the open side, but denial coming from Indonesia.
The point will go to Myanmar as the ball sails out from the hands of Nizar.
Rather, yes, that point goes to Myanmar for that solid block. 3 points is what Myanmar needs to catch up. Nizar going to the open side, Haryono converting.
Donnie, one of the more spectacular players in the recent matchup against the Philippines. Still proving unstoppable from the left wing.
One of their youngest players in the lineup. Haryono on the serve. Picked up. Myanmar goes up to the middle. That tip. On the other side, Nizar going to the middle, denied by the block. They go up to the open side, and Sigit Ardian gets 1 point for Indonesia.
Another net touch violation for the setter, San Yun of Myanmar. Over aggressive in the net play.
Trying to make sure he gets a hold of that ball. Of course, as we see head coach Lee Teo-tiang. Serve coming from Indonesia. They go up to the open side, denied there by Yuda, but that is too wide. Great adjustment coming from Myanmar.
Ball a little too tight on the set, but Hang just quick to adjust.
Zolwin Tun serving for Myanmar. Nizar goes up to the middle and he converts. Talking about Yuda. Jersey number 9. Middles being very busy here on the side of Indonesia, Doc.
Yeah, the 1-2 punch of Randu and Yuda. Very aggressive in their blocking.
There is a challenge on the call by Indonesia. Ball in, ball out.
Indonesia will challenge that outside call from that hit of Yuda.
we saw how this could just swing the momentum of the game as we see this replay. Oh.
Ball clearly in for the spike of
The
Yuda.
challenge was successful.
Good challenge on the part of the Indonesian coaching staff.
So far, Coach Lee Tio-Tiang has been quite accurate calling those challenges out as Yuda serves for Indonesia. Picked up by Myanmar, they go up to the middle, trying to answer the middles of Indonesia. On the other side, back row play for Ivan. Hahabulin, hindi aabutan.
Once again, that connection, that speed back play from Nizar to Revan.
I remember, Doc, after the match against the Philippines, you just can't help but admire the setter of Indonesia and his release.
The release of the ball from his hands. That limiting to just one block, Philippines, all throughout that match, compared to 8 of Indonesia.
That's the chess game that you have to face. Pagkaharap mo ang isang koponan tulad ng Indonesia as Nizar tries to drop one. On the other side, Sasagot, down the line hit coming from Myanmar's number 13, Zotet Ong.
So far, Ong has been the main gun for Myanmar. Once again, successful with that down the line attempt off the hands of Rivan.
Back row play for Ivan, picked up by Myanmar. Back row, sasagot ng Myanmar sa kabilang panig. Indonesia going again for that back row. Tony Haryono with just a lot of momentum crossing over the net as we see the Indonesian squad.
Perfect connection with that pipe. Perfectly disguised by Nizar.
Serve coming from Indonesia. They go up to a play, combination play for Myanmar that works, giving them a point. Let's see that again.
Once again, Lai with that combination play to the middle, leaving just one blocker.
Serve from Myanmar. Adjusted there from Randu. Great pickup from the libero. Back row play para sa Myanmar. Gagana. And brings them to the 10-point mark. Down by 3.
What a decision for the setter, Sun Yun, to go for a
Time out,
pipe.
Indonesia.
Unexpected by the defense of Indonesia. Even Randu let go of the block at that point.
Indonesia now calls their version of a timeout as Myanmar slowly catching up here. Down by 3 points only, Doc. And we're seeing just some quick adjustments from Coach Lee Tio-Tiang. No drawing board up there. Walang specific instructions. Parang kinakalma lang niya yung kanyang kupunan.
Strategic timeout to break the momentum of Myanmar. Just a little bit of struggles in their transition to convert into an attack.
Serve coming from Myanmar. They go up to a back set for Sigit Ardian on the side of Indonesia. They're up by 4.
Sigit undeniably the most physical player for Team Indonesia.
Look at that fold up there, Doc, on that last play.
Can't afford to just put up a one-man block on him.
Serve from Indonesia. They go up to a back row play, and that is sailing out for Myanmar.
Eyeing over Cooksit, trying to go above the blockers, but just too wide for him. Now Indonesia back to a 5-point lead. Sigit still serving.
5-point lead for Indonesia as Sigit serves. One sharp serve. They go back set on the side of Myanmar. Hahabulin Indonesia, but they're unable to pop that ball up. Point goes to the side of Myanmar. It's down by 4, courtesy of Y.
Once again, wide the left knee. Doing some damage from the right wing.
Dominicu serves it straight to the net.
At the
That
second
gives
technical timeout, the
us
score
to a
16 to
5-point
11
advantage
in
for the side of
still in the lead.
Indonesia. Don't inside the Phil Sports Arena, as we just saw Coach Dante Alinsunurin of our Philippine men's volleyball team head coach, preparing for his match as he comes next after this, going up against Thailand. But right now, Myanmar still alive here after getting that point over Indonesia. They're down by 4. And we have Y serving for Myanmar, lefty. Nizar going for that quick, and Yuda connects for Indonesia.
Good reception coming from the libero.
Look at that.
Just Rivan winding up for a zone 1 kill from the middle.
Serve now coming from Irvan. Sharp serve picked up by the libero. They go up to the open side, and that works for Zowin Lang.
So Lang now introducing himself midway here in the first set. So far it has only been Out and Y doing the points for Myanmar.
So wingers playing it really busy here today, this afternoon. Just say that, over-aggressive on the middle blocker of Myanmar. That was Zowin Tun. See that again.
Overreaching to be called on Tun, as Nizar was still attempting for a one-hand set.
Here possession.
And the ball hasn't sailed across the net yet.
Inangat going to the open side, and that's a point for Zotet Ong.
Oh, once again with that off-the-block attack.
Indonesia ahead by 4 points. Nizar goes up to the open side. Sigit Ardian finds a point there.
Sigit going long for cross court. Fortunately catches the tip of the blocker.
Set up, they go to a combination play for Myanmar, courtesy of Zotet Ong.
Once again, a main gun for Myanmar. Just winding up for a zone 1 as Randu positions his block towards the cross court. Solid block on Randu by the captain.
Look at that again.
One-handed.
Yeah.
One-handed.
Single-hand denial coming from Dominicu, who is one of the oldest players that they have in their lineup, as Nizar will try to answer back with Rivan.
Just when they need automatic point, it's almost usually Rivan considered by Nizar.
Serve. Indonesia goes straight to the net. Nizar unable to put that one through. Indonesia ahead just by 3 points. On the other side, Zotet Ong serving. Pick up by Bastien. Off the block hit. Coming from Rivan. That's a middle hit. Serve now coming from Sigit Ardian. Going for his jump serve. Ooh. That goes straight to the net once again. Down by 3 points is Myanmar.
Back-to-back service errors for Indonesia right now.
Service faults starting to pile up here for Team Indonesia. Serve now is the team captain of Myanmar, Dominicu. But the young Donny Haryono gets a point there with that speed set.
lose elevation in that net. Wide open gap between Y and the antenna. Just the best choice for Donny.
Randu now serves up for Indonesia. They go up back set on the side of Myanmar, and point goes to Myanmar, courtesy of Ya Taek-wan.
Y will have an answer of a down-the-line attack of his own, breaking the block of Donny.
Serve Myanmar, picked up by Indonesia. They go to a back set to Rivan. Rivan finding a spot.
Just an off-speed attack for Rivan.
Now Rivan marches to the service line.
If I'm not mistaken, he's probably at 90% or still 100% in his attempts here in the first set when it comes to his attack.
Myanmar gives up a free ball on the other side. Nizar goes up to the open side. Donny Haryono just scoring.
That puts Indonesia at set point.
Timeout, Myanmar.
As we saw that replay, we're seeing Myanmar. Rivan, one of their top scorers, serves. Tip coming from their setter. On the other side, they go to back row play for Team Indonesia. Sigit Ardian finishing set number 1 off for Indonesia. Let's see that again.
25-19.
Wide open gap in the pipe. Good choice for Nizar as the block of Myanmar was scrambling in that transition.
So early